everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Christy. I am so glad that you're here. In today's video, I am covering your travel necessities for 2022. What are the must-have things that you need for international travel and to fly in 2022? This is going to be my personal list of what I like to take with me when I am flying, especially on international trips, and also items that I have found to be really useful when I travel, especially on a longer trip. So if you are curious about what you might need for a long haul flight, this is the video for you. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so below. It really does help me out, and let's get into the video. I literally have my list. Oh, that's the weather. I have my list here ready so that I can go through everything with you guys. The first little category that we're gonna have is things that I like to bring on the flight with me so that I can sleep. Little backstory, a little context. I have found over the few international trips that I've taken that the best way for me personally to fight jet lag is to sleep on the flight according to when it is nighttime at your destination. For example, we are flying from Raleigh to Istanbul. We will leave on a Saturday at 6 a.m. from the Raleigh airport, have a layover in Chicago, and get to Istanbul on Sunday at 6 a.m. It's kind of wild. So I have found that the best strategy for something like this would be to sleep, obviously the night before, even though you're getting up really early for that early morning flight. I will stay awake the entire journey from Raleigh to Chicago. It's a very quick flight. Once we're in Chicago, I will try to eat a really good meal and obviously stay awake until we get on the plane. And then once we are on the plane, I will try to sleep for as long as possible since we are going to have to be there in Istanbul Sunday morning, hitting the ground running for a full day. I have found that if you can sleep on the flight to get you kind of synced up with your destination's time zone, it will help so much with jet lag. I feel like I almost never get jet lag when I travel internationally because I do this. So you're probably saying, Christy, I cannot sleep on a plane for hours, like that is just not happening. And I understand, I feel you. I feel like for some people it is really hard to sleep on planes. Luckily, I actually sleep pretty easily anywhere. I don't know why I'm like this, but I just like kind of fall asleep on a plane. But I do think that there are things that you can bring with you that can help you be comfortable and actually get into that mind space of sleep. So first up, if there is one thing that I would bring from this little list of comforts to help you sleep, it is absolutely an eye mask. I feel like this is one of the best things that can assist you in falling asleep anywhere, but especially on a plane. I just feel like you need something like this to block out the light. So I'd absolutely recommend getting a good sleep mask to help you block out the light and tell your body it is time to sleep. The next thing I would recommend bringing is a travel pillow. So I have this memory foam one that gets put into this little case, which is nice. I think this one's really nice because it can actually be shoved back into that bag and it helps it get a little bit more condensed. And as you can see, it's already regaining its shape just from being out of the bag for a minute and me squeezing it kind of back into its true shape. This is very comfortable. This is memory foam. I can actually link this below if it's still available, but this is very comfortable. This definitely keeps your head in position. There's a Velcro strap here if you would like to use that. And obviously this is just really nice to help keep your head up so that you're not having to like lean against the window or, God forbid, the person next to you. So I do really like taking these. The only thing that I find annoying about travel pillows is that they really do take up a lot of space. Like if I'm trying to fit all of my stuff into like a tote bag or a backpack, it's annoying that this is a bulkier item. But I do think for a long flight, it is absolutely worth it. I did not have this when I flew to Japan and I really regretted it because I was sitting there like this, like trying not to like touch the guy next to me. And then it's just so awkward to lay on the window. So I just would recommend bringing these because it's just gonna be way more comfortable. The next item I would recommend for sleep is definitely some sort of sleep aid. So I have thoughts on this. I feel like there are kind of two camps for this. There's a natural option, which is something like melatonin, and there's something that's more over the counter. I know people have used Dramamine or Benadryl. I know that companies like NyQuil have a medicine-free version. I think, is it called ZQuil? Am I making that up? I don't know. But they have those that don't have any medicine in them, but it's a sleep aid. Now, I have found with things like that I feel very drowsy after using them. So I'm very hesitant to use something like that, especially going to my destination, because I don't want to wake up feeling groggy, especially if for some reason you can't fall asleep and then you took a sleep aid and then you're all out of it. I just would rather not. So I definitely go the melatonin route. I have these quick dissolve melatonin tablets, which are super nice. So you just take one of these 30 minutes before you want to sleep and it promotes rest and relaxation. So I feel like this is very helpful. I did test this. This is the Nature's Bounty brand. I tested this and I did like this. It worked for me. And I like this because you don't have to take a pill. You don't have to like have like water and take a pill, and it takes longer to release in your system. I feel like this is a lot faster. So I will also link these quick dissolve tablets in the description below. The last thing that I recommend bringing for this little sleep comfort category is, if you can fit it, a thin blanket. Now, I have this one from SandCloud. It's a very thin, quick drying tie-dye blanket. I don't know the exact measurements of this, but if you lay it out on the ground, I think 2 people could easily fit on it with extra room. But what I really like about this is that you can use this for so many purposes on your travels if this fits into the vibe that you're going for. I think that a blanket like this could come in handy on a variety of different trips. I put this in my bag and I use this as a blanket on the plane, or I keep it folded like this and I'll actually put it behind my lower back as I'm sitting on the plane, because it helps support your lumbar spine. And I've actually read that that can help prevent you from getting sick when traveling. Because you know, you're so scrunched down normally in the seat. If you have this behind your lower back supporting your upper, it really helps open that up. I think it's way better for you and way more comfortable. Plus, once you get to your destination, you can easily wash this and take it with you if you're going to the beach, if you want to go to a park and have a picnic, if you're going to an outdoor concert. I just feel like something like this is so versatile. You could use this for so many things. I have had this for a couple years, but if I can find it, I will link it in the description. Another item that might be helpful, especially if you are not a good sleeper on planes, is to bring either noise-canceling headphones or some earplugs. I don't usually bring earplugs. I don't find that I necessarily need them. I do have noise-canceling headphones, which I may or may not bring with me depending on what I'm packing and if I'm gonna need them in other situations. For this international trip I'm about to take, I will not be bringing them. Some other things I like to bring for the flight. Obviously, you will want some entertainment, especially if you are going to have a layover. You're gonna want something to spend the time with. If you can't sleep or don't wanna sleep, you need something to do. Most flights will have TVs where you can watch movies or TV shows. I like to bring a book. I am currently working toward a reading goal for 2022. I actually have a video up about that. I like to update everyone on my channel about the books I've read, ones that I've liked, ones I didn't like. So I like to bring a book, usually 2, if not 3. Most travel people I know would be saying, don't bring books, get a Kindle, but I like books, okay? And I'll use the suitcase space for my books. That's just how I am, unfortunately. So I like to bring a book, something for entertainment. Maybe for you that's your Nintendo Switch. I like to bring that on trips sometimes. Maybe it's a Kindle, maybe it's Sudoku. It's probably a plethora of things. I like books, just make sure you bring something for entertainment for the flight and any layovers. Something else I find to be very important when traveling, especially because I make YouTube videos, is a little technology case. So this one was actually sent to me from this brand called Maton, and it is a soft cover tech case, and I use this. I'll show you the top layer. I'm using this, oh, okay, I have it open. Good job, Christy. I'm using this to store all of my tech items. So I have extra batteries and SIM cards here for my camera. I have a charging port here, and here's where I'll put all of my cables and other charging ports. You could even fit an iPad in this. And then in this bottom section here is where I am going to put my little camera stand, as well as my camera. Any other technology things that I need, I'm gonna put in here so it's all safe in one place. I've used this once so far for a trip, and I do like it. I do kind of wish that it was like a little bit firmer on the outside so it kept its shape a little bit better. But on the flip side of that, that would make it a lot harder to pack in my little backpack. It would take up a lot more space. So I don't know, I kind of feel like I could go either way on that, but I definitely like to have one bag to put all of my tech items in, and this definitely is coming in clutch. Another tech item that is a must-have besides a camera, phone chargers, all that good stuff, is a power bank. I'm not gonna show you this one because this one I actually got from the company that I work for, but having a power bank where you can charge your phone on the go is a game changer in travel, especially if you're visiting a new city and you're out and about all day. Having a power bank will literally save your life. So as far as must-haves for what you're going to wear on the plane. Now, I am not here for a fashion show when I'm going on a long flight. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care about looking cute. I wanna be comfortable. Comfort is key on a very long flight. Like, I'm not trying to wear jeans on a 12-hour flight. Can you think of anything worse? Ugh. So, what do I like to wear? For the ladies, I definitely like to wear a comfortable bra, so I'll usually wear one that doesn't have underwire. So I have one from Third Love that I really like that I will link below, and I also have gotten ones from Target that are super comfortable. Again, I'll link those. But basically any bra or bralette that doesn't have underwire that is still supportive is what I tend to go for. So I highly recommend going that route if you are going on a long flight. For other clothing, I will usually wear a t-shirt, usually something that I will hopefully be able to get more wear of on the trip, because I like to bring things that I'm gonna wear more than once, especially if I get to do laundry. I will usually wear some type of jogger sweatpant. These ones I've been loving lately because these are gonna be hard to see, but these are actually from Costco. It is their 32 degree cool brand. And these are so comfortable, but what I really like about them is that they're very comfortable, but they're very lightweight. They're like a very soft fabric. They're very soft, they cinch in at the ankle, and they look nicer than traditional sweatpants. Like they're not just like thick, like lazy slop kebab sweatpants that I wear around the house. They look a little bit nicer, but they're also very lightweight so you don't get too hot on the plane. So I'd recommend trying to find something like that. What I wear as outerwear on the plane really depends on where I'm going and the type of clothes that I'm taking with me. So if I'm going to a warm weather destination where I will absolutely not need a light jacket or a jacket of any kind, I will wear a sweatshirt on the plane, and that'll be just the sweatshirt that I bring with me on the trip. I try not to pack a lot of sweatshirts or hoodies because even though I love them, they're like my favorite thing. It's just not what I'm gonna be wearing day to day in most places. So I try to limit that, and I'll probably wear one on the plane, especially if I'm going to a warm weather destination where I might just wear a hoodie at night or chilling at a hotel or an Airbnb. But on this trip to Istanbul, we are gonna be having mostly mid 60 degree weather when we're in the city. So I actually am going to pack one sweatshirt, and I'm actually gonna wear a light jacket on the plane. I'm going to wear my London Fog trench coat. It's a light tan khaki color, and it looks nice enough that I could wear it to a nicer dinner if need be, but it's also waterproof and water resistant. So on a couple days of rain that we might be getting, I will be totally good to go in this coat. And it's lightweight enough that I'm not gonna be hot. That is the key. So I'm gonna actually wear that coat on the plane and use it as a blanket if I have to. So that's what I'm gonna do on this one. Again, because we are not here for fashion for our long haul flight, I am going to wear compression socks because my feet get so swollen when I fly. It is actually comical. So I got this pack of compression socks from Amazon, and they come in a plethora of colors. I got the neutral pack. Again, I will link these below. I have tried them on at home, but I haven't used them on the flight yet. But obviously I'll report back if they are worth buying, but I mean, they're very inexpensive. But I like that they had a lot of neutral colors so I can look like a grandpa on the plane. As for shoes, obviously you can wear whatever you want. Since it's May, I like to wear a very comfy slide sandal with my socks. It is a crime against fashion, but honestly, you guys, like, you just have to do what you have to do. I like to wear a slide-on shoe like that because it's just so much more comfortable on the plane to wear a shoe like that. Then you have your socks on, so you don't have to touch the floor. Your feet are compressed, everything is good. So do whatever you guys want to do, but I'm gonna be wearing socks and slides. So, ugh. Some other miscellaneous items that I like to bring with me on the flight / just on a long international trip in general. I like to bring vitamins because nobody wants to get sick on their vacation, am I right? I like to bring zinc as well as vitamin C. I feel like these two help boost my immune system, and I do not get sick when I'm taking these regularly, so I definitely bring these. Not the full bottles, obviously, I put them in little containers. And then I like to bring a little first aid kit that I just put together myself. You can buy little pre-made first aid kits for travel, but I already have everything I need, so I just put it in a little container. So in my first aid kit, I have Neosporin, Excedrin migraine, Advil, my allergy medicine, which is an absolute need, some Band-Aids. If you take one thing with you, take the Band-Aids. Like, I swear, if you're gonna take one thing on your journey, take Band-Aids. I have learned this the hard way. The last thing in this little kit is not medicine or anything, but it's a Tide pen, because you just never know when you're gonna need this on the go. So I always bring a Tide pen with me pretty much everywhere I go, even though I'm not a messy eater, but you never know. You never know what could happen. Some other miscellaneous items that I always take with me are obviously my important travel documents. This would include my passport any documentation or visas needed to get into your destination country, anything related to Miss Rona that you need to show when you get to a new country. For example, as an American citizen going to Turkey, I needed to get a visa, so I've already taken care of that online, printed out the information and put it with my passport. So I would just try to keep all of your documents together in one little folder, which is what we're doing for our trip. The last thing that I would recommend bringing with you on the plane is a pen. When you're flying to a new country, you do need to fill out forms on the plane, so I would definitely keep a pen handy. And I like to take a notebook with me. I like taking notebooks with me in case I want to write down any particular memories from the trip, write down where we went. There's something about keeping it in a notebook that I just really enjoy more than jotting it down in my phone. So I do like to take notebooks with me. I have this lavender moleskin that is brand new, haven't opened it yet. And then I have my little sushi notebook that I've been using for a while. Those are all of my travel necessities for your long haul flight. I really hope this video is helpful. If you have things that you always take with you on a long flight, please leave in the comments below. I am very curious to know, and it definitely could help other people who are watching this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so below. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next one.